I've been in your waters.
This is the BILTWELL Gringo S, and after owning it for a couple of months now, we're going to take a ride and I'm going to tell you what I think about it. Alright guys, so I wanted you guys to hear the audio and everything, that, you know, what it sounds like inside this helmet. I don't know how good it's going to be once we get out on the road because of wind noise. So this helmet doesn't have a chin curtain, doesn't come with one, and I don't think they sell one you know, as an additional item that you can buy or anything like that. So we're gonna see what everything sounds like and everything in here. And I'm on the Brixton BX125, as you guys can see here. Just took her to the car wash, so she's looking nice and fresh right now. But yeah, let's go ahead, hop on the bike, talk about the helmet a little bit. All right, heading out to this little coffee shop. All right. Okay, so I would assume that the road noise and wind and everything wouldn't be too bad on this helmet because of, you know, I'm on the bike that doesn't really go that fast. Literally, this bike can only go about 60-65 miles an hour, so typically when I'm vlogging, like on my KTM or any other sport bike that I do first rides on, usually I try to get down to, you know, about 50 miles an hour tops, you know, just because the wind noise and everything is a little much in some of the helmets that I have. So, you know, bottom line, if you guys are looking to get this helmet, the Gringo S, and you're wanting to vlog with it and stuff like that, and you're wanting to see what everything sounds like, this, you know, here it is. Now, I am using a Purple Panda mic. I'm using a GoPro Hero 7 black with the mic adapter and everything. And I don't think GoPros, you know, from the 6 on up is really going to matter too much, I don't think, as far as the audio goes. But, you know, certain mics and, you know, where you position the... Okay, just making sure I'm in all the way in 5th gear. And where you position the mic inside your helmet and everything is really going to play a big role as well. This bike has no get up and go. But yeah, so I've played around with different positions and stuff like that before in my other helmets. You know, I've tried it on, you know, left side, right side, you know, upper portion of a certain side, you know, the lower portion, stuff like that. And that is one thing you really have to do because it's going to be different for everyone's helmet. So right now I have mine mounted on the right side, kind of barely sticking out of the cheek pad and everything. So that's what I'm working with on that. And you will notice if you're using a full carbon helmet, you know, any of your race helmets and stuff like that, there's going to be a lot of wind noise and you can't really get away from that. So typically a lot of those helmets aren't really good for vlogging. And let's face it, to get rid of wind noise completely is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of dumb in my opinion, because you are on a motorcycle. I mean, you're gonna have wind noise in your face, you know what I'm saying? That this what gives you the kind of the experience and everything, if you kind of get what I'm saying. Looks like we got a 4-door Skyline over there. Nice, nice. All right, so a little bit about this helmet. So far, I'm really digging this helmet. I've had it for, I want to say, a couple months now. And you know, this is the helmet I ride when I'm riding this bike. I wouldn't really wear this like on a sport bike or anything like that. It's mostly, you know, if I'm riding a cruiser or, you know, some sort of scrambler or cafe racer or something like that, I think this helmet, the style of it definitely fits those type of bikes. And I am definitely digging the nice retro style of this helmet. It's pretty cool too, because you can get different visors and everything for this helmet as well. I went with the mirrored shield. I think it looks really good, but you can get a couple other colors, and you can even get the bubble visor on this as well. I think that looks pretty awesome. But yeah, as you guys can see, man, I like the styling and the profile of this helmet. It looks really good. I got the gloss black, or excuse me, the gloss black. You can get this in a variety of colors, so that is the plus side about the Gringo S. You can get a variety of colors and things like that. All right, so you do get a clear shield with this helmet when you get it and everything, and the weight of this helmet isn't too bad. It comes in about 3 pounds 5 ounces. I mean, it feels pretty good on my head. I mean, it's not super lightweight, I guess, but it's not too bad. Now, what you got to understand is this is the newer version of the Gringo S. There is an older version, so depending on the sizing of your head, the newer version, you're gonna have to go a step up. So I typically wear a extra small in all of my heads, in all of my helmets. Even though I measure a small, I just like to wear an extra small because I like my helmets to fit really snug. But if I was to go with an extra small in this helmet, it wouldn't fit, so I had to step up to a size small. Padding and everything on the inside of this helmet feels really great. It's really comfortable. I've had no issues with the padding or anything thus far. As far as the materials and stuff like that goes, build quality I think is pretty good for the price, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, this helmet is just over $200, which is fairly cheap and, you know, inexpensive for anyone looking to get a helmet like this. Like I said, it's not some sort of, you know, big race helmet or anything crazy or super expensive, but the good things is it's DOT and it's ECE rated. So don't let the price tag fool you, you know. I mean, not fool you, but not steer you away from wanting to get this helmet. So I don't know how the audio and everything sounds so far inside this helmet. I'm probably gonna jump on a portion of the road where we can go a little bit faster, get a little bit more wind noise so you can see what that sounds like. For those of you that plan to vlog with this helmet. As far as field of view goes and everything, I mean, you know, pretty typical for, you know, for most of your helmets. I mean, it's not a super wide view or anything like that because this isn't a race helmet, but the field of view is pretty good in my peripherals and everywhere else. Alright, so as far as how loud this helmet is, right now I'm not wearing earplugs, but I typically wear earplugs with all of my helmets, and it's not too bad. But like I said before, I'm not on a louder bike, or I'm, you know, going fast enough to where the wind noise is super loud or anything like that. But the wind noise isn't too bad. I mean, I don't know. It's more quiet than, you know, my X-Lite or my my LS2 Thunder. Now the cool thing is there is cutouts for, you know, some sort of comm system. You know, you could put a CARDO or a Senna or something on here, which I do have a CARDO Edge mounted on here as well. The only issue with mounting the CARDO is I couldn't mount it with the clip on the side of the helmet like you can do that with most helmets. I had to actually use the sticky portion on the side of the helmet to mount the base because it was starting to push the inside of the foam away when I you know, was installing that. So yeah, that's awesome that, you know, it comes with cutouts like that, so that way, you know, it's not really hugging your ears. You know, some helmets, they don't have the cutouts, so then when you try to slide the helmet on or take it off, it hurts your ears because the speakers are so close to your ears. But yeah, so that's what's awesome about this helmet. It does use a D-ring for the chin strap, your typical setup there, but the strap is super long. But yeah, really the only negatives that I have about this helmet is the installation of the visor. So it's not quick or anything. It uses screws, so it has one screw on each side that you'll have to take off, put on the new helmet, put the hardware and everything back on it. So I try to stay away from, you know, if I'm gonna have to ride into darkness and then I have to switch to a clear visor, or, you know, vice versa, I want to try to avoid that because then it's just, you know, a pain to do all that. I mean, I guess you could do it, you know, just bring a screwdriver and your visor, but yeah, that's probably my biggest gripe. I think my second negative for this helmet is that it does not have the option to have a chin curtain on the bottom, just to keep that wind and everything out. And I think that's where a lot of the wind noise, you know, originates from, is from up under the helmet. You know, especially right now I don't have a windscreen or anything, so the wind's hitting me in my chest and then going up into my the bottom of the helmet. So I think if Biltwell was to come out with that, I think that would help out a little bit more. But yeah, and if you guys hear any talking in my helmet or anything, that's just Waze here trying to get me to my coffee shop. Alright guys, so that is it. I hope this video helped you out in your decision if you plan on getting this helmet. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.